Hello comrades, and welcome back to the Combined Syndicates of America, where we shall continue building up our forces, continuing our social revolution, and ending the terrorists. We are building up the fortified line is being built. Federalist bombing. Ah shit. Weren't they supposed to be rare? Ships aviation. It's funny how it says that I'll get a national spirit, but I don't get a national spirit. Flanders has capitulated. Ah, France. I love how these massive encirclements you've just done here, like around Essen, Den Haag, Eindhoven, Maastricht, Liege, Namur. I don't know how to speak them, so I say them with a weird sort of French accent. Germans being crushed. Though the Austrian, you seem to have a bit more trouble progressing into Austria. The Italian Socialist Republic has lost its, what is this? East Coast? Yeah, East Coast. Okay, you have a problem here with the French Republic have landed in Marseille. The Commonwealth of Canada have landed in Gibraltar. You seem to have an invasion problem. You've cut off Tyrol. Well, not completely. Get that gold province, perhaps. The Tyrol. What is this? Tarantino. The Russians are progressing. Good. Women's liberation. Which is kind of a time. Which is kind of time, especially when our president is a woman. Yeah, let's read the flavor text. With the men dying on the front lines, it fell to the women to run the factories, build the munitions, and feed our revolution. That is to say, nothing for the many nurses, pilots, and female militia members who gave their all. Their sacrifice and struggle will not have been in vain. Good. Let their sacrifice not be in vain. Continue it. Women's liberation. Now it's only -10 stability, -10 war support, -10 population factor. Good. Commonwealth of Labour. Home for the people. Reconstruction is over. Well, home for the people. Let's read this. Landlords and real estate tycoons have been a plague upon this nation. Let us lift the poor and starving from their slums. Now that the rich and mighty have been driven from their seats of power. Yes. Then revolutionary education. I will be able to go into equality for all. Good. Things are slowly taking a turn for the better. Fading federalist resistance. Only a few die-hard radical federalist terrorists now remain, with most of the compatriots killed or arrested. One final push to destroy the remaining safe houses hidden in the basements of ruined Washington and the Maryland and Virginia area must be pacified. This one will remove. Nice. Good. Let's finally remove the Federalists, and then we can continue clamping down on the longists. While building homes for the people. Slowly bringing this one up to a positive one. We have officially over 50 war support. Somebody find the confetti cannon. The bears are being trained. Grizzly. Lancas Lynx. Okay. Oh, that was what happened. My game was just about to crash. Reports confirmed that the great victory for the Commune of France indeed. Oh, they did surrender. Peace deal between Deutsch-Ostasien, Morocco, the Allegheny Uschraft, Qing and Ireland. No, that's between Japan. Oh, good. Them all. With basically all of this one piecing out. Flanders is soon fallen. The conquest of Germany. The Kaiserreich has fallen. Now, Russian Empire took a lot of states. Oh my god, Russia, what have you done? What is this? It's disgusting. Deutschland. Nationalist takeover in Netherlands. At least France got hands of this. They even got control of the Antwerp-Brussels area. Though not the Walloon. Probably because Wallonia haven't given up yet. Start the Second Weltkrieg. Okay, I guess France just went and partitioned Germany. Oh, they actually didn't really that hard partition it. Current war. British Walloon War. There fell Wallonia. The Commonwealth of Canada and the French Republic, New England is all that's needed to end that one. But the German Socialist Republic, and they even established the Rhine. Rhinish Socialist Republic. God, you really looks like Lenin. We no longer suffer from locusts today. And now you have established these two. Why didn't you establish a united Belgium? Seriously. Why? Just why? Well, let's look. What do you have here? Economic direction, German staff, and lack of majority. What do you have? Flemish Lion, Flemish Mines, Sovereign Research Institute, Democratic Council. Okay, the nation. The Court of Flanders, Gorte Durchstech Program, the Democratic Drift, Diamond Sector, Coalition, Country Rheinstach. Huh. I guess you're gonna have to begin to go down Flemish Revanchism. Guess you'll have to begin to go down the maximalist one here. Syndicalist revolution, collective farmland, nationalized industry, World Party Congress, reduced royal wealth, reduce Christian influence, join the thingy-madingy program. I wonder, do you have a... No, you're just boring. Do you have one? No, you're also just boring. Well, it seems like there might be some slow progress towards the Austrians now. Have you finally managed? No, Portugal haven't surrendered. Okay, they're just having a big peace conference. Yemen and Portugal. I guess Yemen surrendered. Saudi Arabia. They need this one to look like modern Saudi Arabia, and then give up this area and Kuwait. Home for the people, come on. I believe. I actually gained 0.9 now, due to me having positive stability. Which is a good thing. 80 to 90 party popularity plus 85 political power. Wonder. What do we need most now? Still a bit over 3,000 modern tanks. Oh, 3,001. Modern tank. Oh, why do I say modern tanks? I don't have access to modern tank. Medium tanks. And you still need 1,337 mechanized equipment. 193 planes. 413 close air support. Late interwar destroyers, super heavy dreadnought. Let's check my navy. The Red Navy. Here we go. 2 super heavy 2 dreadnoughts, 5 armored battle cruisers, 14 cruisers, 7 destroyers, and 19 submarines. Let's check my super heavy dreadnoughts actually. Max speed, max range, evasion, orc, health. Goddammit, longest. Naval firepower, armor, piercing, fire range, shore bombardment, anti-air. Longest bombings. How long before some of the longest? 7 days. Then the longest have been clamped down upon. How long am I? I'm beginning to go into Pennsylvania now. Seriously. There we go. Much better. A sickle. Good, they're slowly being replaced by carbines. Well, they are mostly Thompsons. Wait, but I actually want to look at here. What you have plus 12 movement in forest, minus 2.1 attack, good. Better movement and no attack penalty. Mountains, no attack. Oh, well, you have the regular attack penalty, but no additional attack penalty. In jungle, you have an additional attack. You have an additional attack bonus against forts. Marshes, you have a -1. Rivers, you have a -1. Plus 20% for attacking this. I'm guessing it's my engineer companies. Yeah, fort, river, amphibious, forest. Mostly just defense. 30k in a division. That's pretty powerful. It'll become pretty good actually. At a research slot. Yeah, I'll get this one. Academia has been the nurturing of many revolutions, but the education system itself is still inherently reactionary. In all of America's history, it was built to produce more obedient workers, more cooked capitalists, and heartless politicians. This ends now. Now, social revolution. It's not that bad actually. It's about to get a whole lot better. Plus 5% stability, plus 5% recruitable population factor. Monthly population will begin going up. Production and the war support penalty will be removed. 60%. That gives some pretty good buffs. Anthem for New America. Oof. Congress is debating what anthem shall become the official anthem of the Combined Syndicates of America. Several songs have quickly become the candidates to debate. The question is which shall be voted on to become. This is an easy one. Well, they're all good songs. There is only one true one of these. Solidarity Forever. That was an easy question. And this is still the most disgusting case of border gore I've seen in a long time. It's worse than the fact Russia has popped out of the Netherlands now. The Red Scare. Jesus Christ, you have a huge... Oh yeah, it's just this thing that's been added. The Red Scare. Rebuild the Binnenhof. Syndicalist crackdown. Papau camps. Break up the socialist pillar. Outlaw trade unions. Destroy longest terrorists. All good things. Oh well, no, these are not good. These are terrible. Jesus, Germany. Stop steamrolling everyone and just take Warsaw. Huh. Says I can use political power, but I can't. Ville di Luxembourg. That is an ugly flag on so many methods I cannot even begin to describe it. Westrheinland, Östrheinland, Moselland. Good, you've seized Prague. And you're almost in Warsaw. I believe. The same way that I believe that this is rightful Danish clay, and so is this. These two are rightful Danish clay. Seems to be mostly the New England that is guarding the border here. American capitalism. Ugh, disgusting. Minutemen of New England. That explains why I have so many men to munch it underneath the waves. Fighting racism. The Catholic Workers Movement. Okay, Curtlers and Canadian Advisors. Fighting racism. The scourge of racism. The tool that the old capitalist ruling class used to keep workers of all races divided while they reap the benefits have unfortunately not been defeated with the revolution's victory. There are still regions throughout the country that hold racist ideas. In order to make the revolution a true reality, this must be fought, and not just in the South. To end that, a number of laws were created to end racism. First, the racist laws of the old corrupt capitalist America have been swept aside. What else? America has been swept aside. Lynching was made illegal throughout the country with harsh penalties for those that engage in it. A number of laws were passed that required all races to be treated as equals. While they don't end the scourge of racism overnight, they will be building blocks for a new American society. Racism shall be destroyed. And the Catholic Workers Movement. While a good number of religious groups are criticizing the effects of the revolution, that is not true for all groups. Of those groups, the one that has attracted the most attention and popularity recently, the Catholic Workers Movement, led by Comrade Dorothy Day, the movement has attached popularity from combining Catholicism with socialist values. They focus on the concept of the works of mercy as well. They've built a number of hospitality houses in many major cities and even smaller towns. The hospitality houses are now acting as support shelters for those trying to return to civilian life now that the revolution has come to fruition. Live in accordance with justice and charity of Jesus Christ. That's just this one I need. Soon the Federalists have been completely removed, which will up my stability again. Free Liberia has capitulated. Yeah, this one will disappear, giving me more recruitable population, more consumer goods, less use for consumer goods, which is a really good one. More support, stability, and Divork. I think that is the last Federalist bombing we'll get. I hope. Let's say it more like that. Early heavy carrier, improved carrier, late interwar, fast battleship. With the start of the Second Weltkrieg, the world's navies need cheap anti-aircraft platforms. The British success with carrier combat has shown the world that they are suited for more than just recon and anti-carrier duties. They were required for modern anti-capital ship warfare. Advanced anti-submarine technologies like new Hedgehog depth chargers were playing an essential role in the combating major threat convoy operations. They and the anti-aircraft platforms intensified demand for more destroyers. The previously destroyer investments were being lowered in favor of cruisers, and the new armored cruisers destroyers began to return to the force as an essential part of both fleet and the convoy system. While often not larger than their predecessors, they were far more technologically advanced, mostly adapting flush decks and far larger torpedo armaments. The Mahan. I'll get an extra research slot. Oh good, I soon have all of the mechanized I need, it looks like. Yeah, good. Then I just need to produce loads of tanks. Loads and loads of tanks. You still need 5 medium tanks. Damn it, Federalists. You've almost been crushed, goddammit. Just prepare these already. Good. Soon you'll go down to just needing 30%, which will unlock even more factories to use. I should really also begin building cities. You can use one. You can build some. think as soon as I'm not gonna build level 1 fort along the entire border, since it's not where the main concentration of enemy forces will be fighting. There we go. Now as soon as this front line has been completed, this line has been completed and Warsaw finally fell, and then begin building more civil factories, which would mean that they should peace out, with the Russians getting most of that, while the Commune of France got Lithuania. That is disgusting to look at on so many levels. They're right outside Beam now. You have too many troops. I have 60 divisions while they have 31 to 77. Let's train like 12 more regular divisions in Michigan, who can then join these dudes. Currently have 3 divisions in Alaska. Wonder, is it no, the revolution continues is the one that leads to more fighting everywhere. This one just gives more syndicalist popularity, political power, and it modifies social revolution by a whole lot. Oh, well, not a whole lot, but it makes it much better. Three days until revolutionary education begins. How many days do the Federalists have back? 9. 9 until the Federalists have been finally removed. Your end is closing in. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Social revolution. +5 stability, +5 recruitable population factor, monthly population and predation efficiency cap. This one removes the monthly. Wait, what? What? Just what? Well, let's begin the Commonwealth of Labor then. Haha. Let's start on construction. 4. Wow, I have all of 5.5k left. I get 5.94k monthly recruitable population. Not just because I'm recruiting more people, but also just because. See how many planes that like planes. They don't like planes. It's mostly just these two that likes planes. I only like 80 fighters, but I still need like over 300 Corsairs. Oh, 300 Corsairs. I'm finally... No, I've not finally produced all of the mechanized I need. The tanks are even worse. More into tank production. Bon voyage, Robertson. Paul Robertson takes a world tour. The hiatus Paul Robertson took from acting to pursue social causes in the past year has greatly expanded his popularity. With powerful voice and strong support for international syndicalism, Robertson has become the Marian Anderson of socialists in America. Just like Anderson before him, he has chosen to embark on a world tour to spread his music and support for African American rights in Europe. His stops include the Union of Britain, Commune of France, and the SRI. I'm not sure what the SRI stand for. Socialist Republic of Italy. Those European audiences, while in contact with the wider world, still find the attraction of black singers to be exotic. Bon voyage, Robertson. Bon voyage. I've soon completed the river part of it. That's 17 civvy factories in 2 states. They've finally been completed. So now they'll be produced even faster. Only 700 mechanized still needed. There we are. Actually, you don't even need priority, you're fully equipped. You're still like medium tanks and mechanized. Heck man, I think it's time I train some. Like, let's train 6 Marine divisions to be deployed in Washington. They are dagger that plunges in the back of the enemy. The sickle is the main force that cuts the enemy across. The bear is the one that forces the brute through their lines. And the axe closes around the head to chop it off. They have a tank division here, let's look at it. 3 light tank, 2 medium tank, oh no that's medium tank, 3 to 5 motorized battalions, 1 support anti-tank, 1 support engineer, 1 support recon, and 1 support logist. Let's look at the infantry divisions. 6 to 7 infantry battalions, 1 artillery battalion, 1, they're not very powerful. The motorized are even weaker. Wait, but you have a marine set up as a guard. How incompetent are you allowed to be? 5 to 11 militia, battalions, and there fill the United Baltic Duchy, who are prepared to, probably one of you. Yeah, let's see. You have 100% train. Why shall I look here? You can be deployed in Chicago. There we go. Now they don't like a deployed position. But by God, do I like a better CPU. It shall be deployed twice. Who shall be head of our tank divisions? You. You shall guard in here, and you shall exercise in here, and you should be on the dispute. Time to rebuild the Pacific coast, which will only take 75 days. Oh yeah, it always takes 75 days. Phase bomb. You annexed Austrian lands, Czechia. You're just a dealer of the world, aren't you? Though you still own all of this territory, the Slovaks, the Hungarians have been established. The Lithuanians have been established. The Transylvanians have been established. I don't know who you'll liberate up here. The Polish? You still run Zagreb? 41. At least 42 equipment. And 1 bazooka. I can advance my marine divisions. Modern destroyers. 1903 Springfield, M1 Grant, Thompson carbines. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna support the deploy the maintenance company, which ups reliability by 5%. Actually, pretty good. Then this one, what? Pause. Goddammit, pause. This one adds 5 maintenance company. Capture ratio and reliability. 5 more. So in ultimate, it can give 20% more reliability. Which is really, really good, actually. You shall do that one. And then advanced destroyers. shall be deployed. You are the last of your class. You shall make one more of you, and then you shall begin to produce some carriers. Like 3 carriers for the Red Navy. It could be removed. I have 120,000. Commonwealth of Labor. Good, good. Begin to build forts up here too. Good, the fort line is slowly being better. That makes infrastructure in both those provinces, right? Yeah. The planes. How many planes do I like? 16 fighters, over 230. Close air support. There we go. Should I do fleet and bearing? Base strike. Fleet and bearing, base strike. That is the question of a century. Let's invent anti-tank guns in 1941. I think they're quite needed if I ever want to fight on other fronts. There we are. Panzer expert. Gives armor division attack, division on circlement, armor speed attack. Already an armor officer, which gives more experience for leading armor. Deploy. For Illinois, reinforcement shall now be the priority. There we go. I now have 12 tank divisions in the field. Total manpower 172k. Let's click here. Infantry division. Total manpower 1 million. Let's find where's my 1 motorized division. Here. You shall become an infantry division. And deploy. Good. Because it's time that I train dedicated motorized divisions. Motorized army in Pennsylvania. These 6 divisions should form a new army. They shall be led by... You don't have to command it by George H. Cannon. Skirmishes. Allows probing attack. Paratroopers. Camouflage expert. Yeah, you should be a camouflage expert actually. And a guerrilla fighter. I usually do not like the guerrilla fighter one, but it's actually quite good for Marines, I think, because that allows them to, like, say I capture Providence, and I have a stalemate down here. That will allow them to dig much quicker in, which will allow them to defend it much better until reinforcements arrive. Good. And you shall now plan an invasion from New York to Providence. Actually, no, this one shall not be to Providence. This one shall be to just north of Boston. Then I shall prepare one from Philadelphia to Providence. There we go. And the Commonwealth of Labor has been completed. By God, that's an ugly flag. Unionist working one. This one gives naval dockyards and civilian factories. Industrial Democracy Workers' Council. Decentralized. Protect. Protect the revolution. Maintaining and protecting the spirit of revolution is vital in the coming years. We face enormous outside pressure from the reactionary powers around the world, sabotage from dissidents within our own nation, and strife of factionalism amongst our leadership. Our will isn't yet broken though. The struggle continues. By God, that's an ugly flag. Please allow me to go back to the old CSA flag. Because the Commonwealth of America flag is fucking disgusting. And I will fight anyone who tries to tell me otherwise. Join the International. Now that we have joined the International, we should fully contribute to the International and play our role in the International. Well, that was a mouthful to say. Commune of France exists. Commune of France has told us its faction leader has not capitulated. The Commonwealth of America wishes to join us. Soon the longest shall be brought even further down. Life is good. Life is good. It's funny, we're both called Commonwealth, but we're so different. Tank divisions are preparing. These dudes still lack quite a lot of manpower. Let's see, how many men are you now leading? 2 million. I don't believe there's exactly 2 million in the field. There's 2.3 million. 6.04 pieces of artillery, 202,000 infantry equipment, only 120 motorized. That's better. 2.51k tank motorized, 7.55 support equipment, 1.15 medium tanks. Goddammit, longest. Let's look at our buffs. Land night, base value minus 50. Planning speed, they have been equaled, good. Max planning, max entrenchment have been up because defense depth. Effect of our partisans, plus 10 because people's army. Superiority, plus because some do. Radio and mass assault ups, our reinforce rate. Division attrition minus 10 because people's army. Up supply minus 10 to pocket defense. Supply grace plus 48 because pocket defense. Not a bad one, to be sure. Let's check our navy. How much have I lost? How many do I have? I can read 2 Nebraska casualties, 5 improved armor class cruisers, 19 Charlotte destroyers, 1 Man and 17 late interwar, and 14 interwar cruisers. Okay. With the social revolution in full swing, the question has come up as what's to do with the reactionary forces that resist the revolution. More hardline believe that they should be executed, while others believe that they should be forced to work like the rest of the people, while finally some think they should just be exiled. What should be done? Death to the enemy of the revolution. They'll spend their time in a work camp. Exile them. They shall spend their time in a work camp. That is what we will do with them. I've soon rebuilt here. I shall continue my crusade against the longest terrorists. Now they will be going into fading, which means there's only 2 things left before they are removed completely. Stability has gone up, political power change has gone up. All this much is good currently, and Rome has fallen. Oh. Italian general just secured the surrender of the Eternal City. For days, Italian troops have fought throughout the suburbs, and while some of the swampy areas were still under papal control, the majority of the highway through the center of Rome and the Vatican City was completely locked down. Papal soldiers have been seeing despairingly into the foothills surrounding the ancient capital of the Roman Empire. The Socialist Republic of Italy has been careful to announce that special military police are on hand in the city to prevent looting of St. Peter's Basilica and the Pantheon, and they are in negotiations with the Pope to see what autonomy the Vatican City shall retain while under Italian occupation. I have a feeling the Papal States won't recover from this. What? And the socialists rule Italy now. Now, if you could just make the French Republic surrender, that would be very nice. Because then once I finally join you and invade Canada, then I won't have to deal with the fucking other people. Why haven't I developed better planes yet? It's 41 for fuck's sake. Why didn't you mention anything to me, community? God damn it. Repair fucking factory. Good, we're soon out of Pennsylvania and begins in the last 2 stages of the Ohio line. Or the Washington line. It seems like I'll soon need a second field marshal. Yeah, now they're just being used for upgrades. Cannot deploy. What is this one? General defense gives encryption, and effective partisan offense. Independent media just boosts stability and syndicalists, and Office of Strategic Service gives more decryption, more encryption, and special forces multiply actually. Stability, popularity, and syndicalism. This one. Of course, I'll go with councilism, so the power to the people. Then decentralized planning. Unionist. Yeah, we still have this one, economic disparity from the Civil War, which lowers our overall everything. I wonder how many planes do you have? 500 to 1.54k, 800 to 1.16k, 4.45k. Now, how many do I have in the field? 2,000. There will be 800 there. There will be 1,000 here as well. So 3,800 planes will be in the field. Yeah, equipment, fighters. And most of them are Cardias P-37, 6 Hawks. Then we also have quite a few biplanes, that kind of shit. Close air support. Yeah, most of them are just A-17s. What will be done one? Will this be reconstruct first, or will this fort be complete first? This fort will be complete first. How much does this game daily? Oh, now for it to be complete. I still like 5,000 tanks, almost 6,000 tanks, and I still like over 2,300 mechanized. Still need 120,000 infantry equipment to have it fully updated, and I still need some support equipment. And were you just stupid enough to attack someone under the Commune of France? Like, seriously? Do you want to die? Seems like it, that's for sure. You put Greece into it as well. Seems like a good bit. Do you have the puppet? Bulgaria's puppet of Iron God Romania. Interesting. Good. Now the North Carolina factory is done. Now I'm beginning to build in Ohio. One is Cleveland, the biggest one in Ohio. It is. Education revolution. As part of the social revolution, education has been revolutionized. In particular, John Dewey has helped us push this idea of transforming the education into practice and to help raise many out of illiteracy. In Dewey's eyes, the purpose of education should not resolve around the acquisition of predetermined set of skills, but rather the realization of one's full potential and the ability to use those skills for the greater good. In particular, he emphasizes that schooling must include hands-on learning, famously stating that if knowledge comes from the impressions made upon us by natural objects, it is impossible to produce knowledge without the use of objects which impress the mind. Schools which were designed to crank out workers to be wage slaves shall be transformed so that students can learn to achieve their highest potential as citizens. To the new generation. I could limit my exports. I could open up to the full world. In this case, I will actually limit my exports in hope of saving some factories. Which I didn't. Great, I just wasted 100 political power. I'm literally only producing 2 chromium. Okay, and 0 rubber, I could have told myself that. And protecting the revolution has been complete. Equality for all. Nah. Unionist, economic. Yeah, let's begin on this one. Now I have 90% popularity. Jesus Christ. Can't do any of these. Because I do not have less than 50 party popularity or stability. Send in the army. Improve workers' condition. Yeah, I have more than 75% stability, so that won't happen. 10% construction speed, factory output, and dockyard output. That's really powerful. Good, the locusts are currently being crushed. Do I really only need 1? Yeah, seems to be done. How much more manpower do you need? 200. Very lot. Very, very much. Yeah. Need 20,400 manpower. Only has 160. Let's actually look at my artillery stockpiles. Yeah, I actually have most of the modern ones. Unionist economic policy. Let's read this one. Although there have been some push for a synthesis between syndicalism and American capitalism, it is obvious to us that there can be no compromise with the old system. Labor unions must rise up to become the dominant force within our economy. Unions now empowered to empower every extent of the Commonwealth government. Good. I will end the episode here, guys. With America now in the sun. We have rebuilt all of our nation except New England. We are slowly preparing and gaining power. We have built our constitution. The Commonwealth have risen. That is it. For this time. I'll see you next time. Viva la revolution. Keep protesting.